After scraping by from the criticisms of the Ferrari board, we remain in our job, and hopefully we're going to remain in our job into Season 3. We only have 2-3 races left, and next it's the Spanish Grand Prix.
And Brazil, and there goes Prost! Off, as did Ardu. My goodness, what about Patrese now? Oh my goodness, this is fantastic! Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and it's hammered immediately! This is amazing! Senna goes off for the first corner! Sixth position, and out goes PK! My goodness! I couldn't help it, and take back! Oh my goodness!
Big thing I want to point out is that our research projects are starting to come to an end, and this is going to be key for our development next season. We kind of missed a trick with it last time. It's not as clear in this mod what is the best upgrade, but underfloor and front wing are definitely key components there, and we're going to continue to research parts to really maximize Season 3. Got my camera far too wide there, sort it out now. We don't have much to say other than that. It was a week difference between the last race and the Spanish Grand Prix, and now we've just got to get straight into it. We have seen some ups and downs from this team. Last race was not a great example of where we can be, but obviously we know the previous race before that we got a 1-2, so anything is still possible. I've still got a slight hope that we can catch Williams. We just want to remain competitive, really. Look at that. Alain Prost holds the lap record from the last season. We'll take that. 117.798. I don't think the cars are as fast this year, so he's probably not going to get that this time. So a decent run of practice and qualifying leaves us 4th and 5th. We will take it. It could have been better. I think the Williams have managed to kind of gain some slipstream there and really boosted their performance. There was virtually nothing between Schumacher and Prost. It was, yeah, a 10th. That's nothing for us. And luckily, we're still ahead of Berger's, but Berger has really struggled. Not sure why, but he's letting the McLaren side down. It's Ayrton Senna carrying it the whole way. Quite interestingly, this is the first kind of two-stop I think we've had. Not often we have an option there. We could have gone for a safe medium, soft, but we're going to go for the risky one of a soft, medium, soft. In actual fact, I'm going to slowly amend them. I think we can get more of the medium tyre. So I extended it 2 laps left, 2 laps right. So we're coming in 2 laps earlier than we were originally planned and 2 laps later for the second stint. That medium can get a bit more of a run, and the softs then are just being used to their fullest potential. And I think without anything else to talk about, we need to get into this race, and I'm hoping to bring you a lot better action than Zandvoort. Here we go, the Spanish Grand Prix. We have 3 red lights, 4, 5... and away we go. We have a little bit of delay there, and straight away Prost is pushing mighty quick. He's already passed Schumacher, who was ahead of him on the road originally. Let's go on board, see what he can do. He's got Schumacher well and truly done. Schumacher might actually be done by Brundle, trying to get alongside Mansell. Now is Prost pushing his Ferrari to the limits. He's now on the outside. Let's quickly go back to Schumacher. Schumacher's got a car on the outside, I think. Yes, he still does have Brundle there. He's going to have to make sure he keeps him behind. Brundle, in actual fact, has got past Berger. Should have mentioned that. Didn't even think about it. So, really good start for Brundle, in actual fact. Maybe Schumacher wasn't as bad as it appeared there. But Prost has a lot of work to do if he wants to obtain a podium position. Senna will clearly get away from Patrese and Mansell. I don't think that's even a doubt. But we need to aim for 2 drivers on the podium. We need to displace Williams. Coming out of the last chicane, this is a really important part of the Catalunya circuit. Get your exit right and then get a run on the next car in front. You can see Senna already about a second ahead of Patrese. There's not much opportunity there, but Schumacher and Prost could still get Williams. A gap between each driver about the same. So I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a procession of following in that regard. The temptation to push Prost early is there. Let's just have a quick look at the others. It's very mixed strategy. I think we're going to push and try and get something out of this. With Prost pushing, he has closed that gap to Mansell, who is on medium tyres. So what I'm going to do now next is push Schumacher, get him ready to line up the move. Now, we're not going to push them too hard for too long because we've seen what we can do with these Ferraris. They like to spin, and I don't want that, so we're hoping this is going to be a result at the moment. Let's just go on board with Prost. Can he get close enough? I think he may be too far away through the major. Yeah, too much slipstream from both drivers there. Not getting a conclusive kind of run on him. Schumacher, meanwhile, is just starting to close that gap a little bit. He's got a bit of work to do, so we don't have to worry about that at the moment. It's just about whether Prost can actually get that done into any of Sector 2. So Mansell does go defensive into the next corner. Schumacher complaining about warm tires, so we're going to calm him down because we know that that's a big issue. Prost, meanwhile, as much as he got closer, he's now actually dropped off through the corners following that back straight, and back to square one it really is. We're going to have to turn him down soon. He's not going to have a lot of life left. We'll just double check. Everything else looks fine. We've got a little bit of engine wear. That's an issue. Should have changed that out, but didn't see it. So Mansell, though, does go defensive very early. Is that going to benefit us? We're on the outside. I don't think it will. He'll probably move back in for the corner. No, he doesn't. Have to take him down now, though. We can't keep pushing at this moment in time. Have to see what we can do. But the soft tire, medium tire, looking about equal at the moment. Hopefully, pit stops are going to help us out in this one. So a battle between Patrese and Mansell is certainly going to help us in our kind of trajectory upwards, and hopefully you can see now Prost is getting that little bit closer. He was 5/10 behind, it's now 3/10. Schumacher just within range still of a battle. He's losing a lot of time though, and we just can't risk pushing him. We know what it's like for Schumacher. We're probably going to save his push until after he's moved on to the medium tires, but this battle here has definitely spiced things up. Hopefully helps us out. We're doing something a bit different here. We're going to have them both push. We're going to get involved. They're battling hard. Let's see if we can throw ourselves in the mix and make something happen. We've got a little bit of time to play with. That's why we changed. Oh, pardon me. Oh. That's why we changed the strategy. So we had more to play with. And let's put that into action. Prost getting mighty close now. He is pushing hard, and well, Mansell and Patrese are now going to cause a chain here of cars, and Schumacher will eventually get himself up into that space, but Prost will, with this setting on aggressive, he's going to look for a move. Is he going to actually go for it there? He thought about it, he really thought about it. Surely, next couple corners, he's going to have a go. He's all over the back of Mansell now. It looks like we're not getting that opportunity we were hoping for. He's probably going to have to back it off a little bit. I think it's, as long as we can stay with the Williams around about them, we'll keep ourselves within a good shot here. But he's, yeah, not doing as well as I'd hoped. We're going to turn actually everything down. We are coming to, it's a halfway point before pit stops. I just don't want to lose that gap. This is the big issue. We're going to keep Schumacher on push, see what he can do to just close that gap, and in actual fact he is now very close to Prost. We could probably ease him off so that we don't lose too much time, and let's play the strategy game. So having left them to their own device for a couple laps, it's pretty clear that Williams are definitely helping each other pull away, and Prost is under heavy pressure now from Schumacher. It looks like it's going to be an inter-team battle for 4th place. Berger not really quite in a shout. If anything goes wrong, though, he's definitely going to get that place. We've got to be careful. But, yeah, Schumacher got a point to prove. And that point is going to possibly be proven into turn 1. Schumacher on the outside. He brakes later. He goes for the move on Prost. Can't quite get it there. Some wheel to wheel. Round the long right-hander. We've seen what happens when two Mercedes go along here. AK Schumacher, Rosberg and Hamilton. Not the same going to happen here. Schumacher's going to have to give up the position, but he is all over Prost at the moment, and it might be Prost is slowing us down. Do we make the switch? That could be a key element. I think we're gonna have him make the switch. Oh, it's a moment I didn't want to come up against, but we're gonna do it. And there we go. He's letting past. Schumacher is gonna push on now. Try and catch back up with the Williams and see if he can make a move. Hopefully, Prost can stay on the back. I think that's the first time since way back at the start of Season 1 that we've actually called any kind of team orders. And I felt bad about that, to be honest, but it is what it is. We have got some points to be getting, and Berger is getting mighty close. And you can see now, Prost is not holding on to the back of Schumacher. We're in actual fact probably going to have to get him to push what little fuel he has to use. And hopefully that can just end up being something for us both. So a slight update on that. Patrese has locked up, and I'm going to quickly turn them down while we have a look at this. He did that into just around the back. Yeah, oh my god, he's gone miles wide. And he's really lost a lot of time there. He's down in 6th position. Let's just have a quick look. Helps us in that battle with Williams. He's 4 seconds off of Berger, who's obviously right behind us now. We're getting to that point where the tyres at. Everyone's about equal. Don't have to worry about that side of things. But if we go to the intervals, Schumacher is losing time to Mansell. I'm hoping, strategy-wise, we maybe have something up our sleeves in comparison to him, but oh, this is not good. We're now left ourselves with a team battle, and it includes a Berger. Is Prost going to go down the inside? He's going to try it. I didn't expect that. He's on the grass. Schumacher defends heavy, but he's got nothing to hold the world champion back. And, well, that's a pretty decisive move from Prost. After we switched their positions, he's a keen bean. We now have Berger right up behind, and we could be losing more positions than we gain. I think a key point is we need to save some of the fuel now for our second stint when the medium tyres go on. Fresh tyres hopefully can close some of that gap that we have ended up creating between Prost and Mansell. We're getting to a moment that I might dread, and that is Berger possibly getting past Schumacher. He's still fighting hard, and Berger's not getting past yet, but he's all over the back of us. He's also on soft tyres, so more than likely he's going to try and push it to lap 22, which is obviously what we saw was the original strategy. I don't think they changed the strategies for the AI teams. You never know. But hopefully we have got just enough to get us to lap 20, and then we can push on out of the pits. So Berger's actually gone for around the outside on the last corner. I'm hoping he'll give us a replay because that was ridiculous. I don't know how that's happened. But I think that means it's time for Schumacher to come into the pits on for medium tyres. So through the chicane they went together, and Schumacher's just ended up backing out of that one. Down into 5th again he goes. So let's set him up for the pit stop, get him in that lap early, and hopefully he can just explode coming out of the pits. Here he comes then, tyre change in the works, nice and quick pit stop, 2.6 seconds, it's time for Schumacher to push on. Key to see how well those medium tyres are doing is where does Prost and Schumacher come out together. Schumacher's actually been caught in a little bit of traffic, so we want to avoid that. Don't know if we're going to avoid all of it, and it's getting mighty close to medium tyre change. Undercut could be quite powerful here. Here comes Prost and Schumacher. I can see all the track maps coming down the line. He's been caught behind 2 cars. So that is going all wrong for Schumacher. Oh, and Prost decided to go across the grass there. That's an odd one. But he has lost a lot of time there and is going to continue to lose time. Not what we wanted at all. And unless he can get past these 2 drivers, he's not gaining any time to Berger. I got 2 things to show you on this one. We're going to quickly show this before we get back into the action. Prost with an outside, the move on Desazaris, the Benetton, round what used to be the sharp hairpin, and it's a move and a half. Desazaris tries to force him as wide as possible, and Prost goes on by. But the next bit is what is coming up. Berger out of the pits. Where is he? Where is he going to be? He's still coming out of the pits. Where's Schumacher? Schumacher's there. Schumacher nearly hits him. Berger's off on the grass. Oh my god. And Schumacher has done it. He has regained the position through strategy. But my word, that was mighty close. It says he gained 2 positions. He gained 3 positions really in that one. What an overtake that was. Oh my god. That's insane. Now he's got a lot of work to do to push on. Prost has now to chase Mansell. And Mansell, I think, is on the medium tyres, so he's still got a bit of life to go. It's going to probably be a while before we see that action. Fastest lap to Prost. He is a man on a mission. He is determined to get that gap down, and we will continue to let him do that. It looks like behind Schumacher, Berger have gone wheel to wheel, and Berger is through. We'll continue to monitor that. I'm going to have to put him down because he did complain about the tyres overheating now. It's looking like a 1 Ferrari race at this point. So I think it's a bit too early for us to make a decision on this, but I'm pretty sure Mansell is going to get out there plenty of time. What tyre has he gone on, though? That is the important question. He's out of the pits, well and truly ahead, as Prost a little bit stuck behind a lazy at the moment. He's gone onto a second set of medium tyres, So strategy has been equalized out now, and we will have to wait and see what we do. An important thing happening here. Berger's getting stuck on a lazy's Tyrrell there. I think it's, no, sorry, Minardi. Forgot he went to Minardi. So now this is Schumacher's opportunity to regain a position if possible. And at the moment, it will be 4th place once a lazy pit. So this could be a really, really good moment for us. And he's done it earlier than I expected. He did it in a corner I didn't expect it. Hopefully we get an opportunity to look at that again. But he's still got Jean-Louis to get past. So we're going to quickly look at the footage. Let's see, round the outside of Gerhard Berger, what a move that is. Could have nearly stuck it past a lazy, but didn't quite manage that. And now he is struggling himself to get past a lazy, so we'll see how this turns out. So in the end, a lazy pit, and that did cause a bit of issue, and Berger's re-overtaking us with Patrese shortly behind. I don't know what tyres Patrese on. He's pitted late for medium tyres. So it's all to play for at the moment, as everyone will be going on to soft at the end. This is all equal footing at the moment. I think we need to push Schumacher, to be honest. We've had Schumacher pushing a while, and he just doesn't have the pace at the moment to keep up with Berger. And that is with the fuel on max, and Patrese is starting to get the better of him now. We're going to have to turn him down in a minute, because his tyres are going to be overheating when he's through the corners, and that is where the issues arise. So turning him back down, and hopefully he can fend for himself. You may have seen in that last sequence we had Prost pushing on fuel, and I actually had him pushing on the tyres as well to see if he could close the gap to Mansell. It was a couple tenths over a few laps. It's far too equal at the moment, so it's going to be a slow second half of this race, I think. So quite worryingly, Berger has been on fire. He's now 1.5 seconds behind Prost. We've just entered the pit window. Now ordinarily we'd be expecting to see them go in about lap 47. So I'm keen to see what Berger does, because he pitted later, I believe. Yeah, he's got quite a lot of life left in his tyres. We are pitting lap 49, so we still got a little bit of way to go. And it's not looking good for Schumacher. He has dropped significantly off the pace. Don't know who's locked up or where that's happened. Oh, it's just one of the back markers they've passed. Might see it on Schumacher's angle. Nothing to worry about, I think. Oh, it's just getting him back on track. So yeah, I'm in a funny position at the moment, not what I expected at all. I think I'm going to have Senna, sorry, not Senna, I'm going to get back to that confusion again. Prost, I'm going to have push. I don't want Berger getting him on track. We need to secure this position. And Schumacher, to be honest, I might have to push anyway. 3 seconds off Patrese now. He's got a lot of work to do. So, and having just talked about that, they've both gone into the pits, Berger and Patrese. So, this is going to be keen beans. Oh, time. That was a slow stop. I think he got caught with Mansell in there, so that is good for us. Got a lot of work to do now, a lot of pushing. They are on lap 47, and they've still got a couple of laps to go. We're pushing whatever's left of the tyres. We're going to do the same for Schumacher. We're giving it everything going into these stops. And we've actually got tyres that are just not quite as good as I'd like. But we are attacking everything. Get a good lap in. Hopefully Prost can heed to that. And we don't want to lose the gap to Berger. My driver's Prost. I'm in that day now where I'm confused again. Berger is 12 seconds behind Schumacher and 22 behind Prost. Both drivers in the pits now. Mansell in the pits. Let's see if it's worked. Prost coming out now. Schumacher just heading into that pit lane. He's going to lose position to Berger. That was to be expected. I think Prost might as well, as Berger's now coming along. He starts to speed up. I think he's going to be overtaken there. And that is Berger going past in the distance. A lot of work to do now recover this. Berger must have got a mighty lap out. And Schumacher has also lost to Patrese, who's gained quite a bit to Prost ahead, and he's actually lost it to a lazy as well. You're gonna have much to do to get back up. We're gonna save Schumacher's position. He is kind of secured 6, and that is his best he's doing. But Prost, on the other hand, is making moves. He's trying to get past Berger. He goes for a late break down into turn 1. It doesn't come off there. It was a mighty close one that could have ended in tears. But we're gonna keep him going. 13 laps left. One more attempt, and then we may have to turn the fuel down, so he's not using it. Berger goes defensive early. That is a good sign for us. Prost now goes side by side with him. Surely he's going to break later into turn 1 and get this. He does, and made that look mighty easy. We'll keep him pushing just for a little bit longer. Want to check the tire wear of others around. Berger has slightly worse off tires, so you know what? We're going big or go home. We're going to push Prost hard now. Try and get that gap up a little bit. And we'll match his tire wear to the end of the race, hopefully. So we lost that place once again. Once we turned everything down, Prost couldn't do much to hold off Berger. And back into fourth he goes. And at the moment, the podium stands as 2 McLarens and a Williams. Prost is not done. He's just made a great move. I'm hoping it pops up as I just about missed it. He was down the start of Sector 2. He crosses under the bridge and he goes down the inside of Berger. Makes it look mighty easy, but he's got 5 laps to go and a lot of work still to go. This is not over yet. The tyres are looking fairly decent. We're about the same as Berger. We can't really look to push it. This is all out raw pace at this point. So we're on to the last, well, we're not. Senna's on to the last lap. He's closer to us than we are to him. But they're about to pop onto lap 66 of 66. And Prost still just leading the way. Has to hold Berger for a little bit longer. I can't push his tyres. They are too weak to go. They may disintegrate if we push him. He's going to go defensive. We're going to push his fuel, but he's going to get overtaken briefly. I'm actually going to push him to aggressive. We need to do everything to not give up this position. And he has lost it. We still have the back straight to go. Hopefully, Prost has just enough left in that car to go. And that's Senna over the line. Here comes Prost driving the inside. He goes for a late move. And he makes it stick. Can Berger come back? He's going to try and fight it. I think Prost has just enough of overspeed to get around. Still wheel to wheel. This is not what I expected. Going into the last lap was a fight for the podium. Schumacher, I think, oh no, he's still going around. He's just missed the being lapped. And up the hill they go together. Prost just needs to hold it for this little bit. Can he do it? He has for the moment. We can still see it down into these chicane. I was just checking the tire wear. Berger's that dreaded 30% mark. Hopefully he drops off now. Schumacher has caught back up. She betrays it a little bit in the meantime, which is good to see. But I think that's it for Prost. I think he has secured us 3rd place at the Spanish Grand Prix. This is looking mighty good. And there we go. Across the line for 3rd. Schumacher just finishing up round the chicane. And he's not done as good as he should have. Qualifying 4th and ending up 6th. Not a great run of result there. But qualifying is looking good for him now. Confirmation of our result then. Senna in 1st with the fastest lap of the race. Looking ridiculously quick there. Nigel Mansell in 2nd. And Alain Prost making up those positions to get 3rd place. In the drivers, it's actually looking good for Prost. He may end up taking 3rd place. And in actual fact, could get as high as 2nd. Not as dominant as previously when we absolutely demolished 2nd place. And in the constructors, it's still just a bit too far back. I'm thinking with 2 races to go, we're probably not going to earn that position. Important here, no loss of outgoings. We've been a bit topsy-turvy with that, and that's not happened in a long time. Sponsorship has paid out well. We are just saving and saving and saving that money so we can really use it properly. So we have the Japanese and Australian Grand Prix left to go. We have some research coming in. It's very late, but obviously that was a budget issue and money issue. But we're getting that going and we will continue to do research right up until the end. And I think we may have a good Season 3. We're going to try and get through as much Season 3 as possible before F1 23 comes out. I hope we can. We've got about, what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? It's 3 races a week. I'm going to try my best. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this one once again. Make sure to like if you've enjoyed. And until next time, guys, take care.